East Division, and the Red Sox are third in
set for evening baseball from Oriole Park in Baltimore. Tonight it's the first of four between the Seattle Mariners and the Baltimore Orioles. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Your Baltimore Orioles.
Keegan Aiken will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
So now into the box is Jake Fraley. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Standing in now, J.P. Crawford. Chopped in front of home plate. And there's out number 2. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Stepping in now, Edgar Martinez. 2 balls and a strike to Edgar Martinez. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Throw on to the first baseman, Murray, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Logan Gilbert gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here and there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Brian Roberts, the next batter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll get there as he starts the home first with a leadoff triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
At the plate, Nick Markakis. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Center fielder going back. Adios, pelota. Two-run shot to straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Orioles are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, And he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Into the box now, Eddie Murray. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this recent trend is becoming a problem. They have to find someone that can go out on the mound and throw a donut up early to give this offense a chance to right itself. They can't continue to be playing from behind consistently right out of the gate.
Batting fourth.
That's the battle, Matty. Working yourself into a 3-1 count, having count leverage and getting ahead to a fastball. You don't get too many opportunities throughout the course of a game to have full count leverage, and he took advantage.
At the plate now, Cal Ripken. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, what a play! There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
You know, you hear me talk about having baseball timing, having a baseball clock. That play right there showed it. Pretty play. The dive and then the ability to get back to your feet quickly and make that throw to cut him down at first.
So now to the plate, Brooks Robinson lifts it into the air to shallow center. Junior's coming in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Batting fifth.
Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's one of the best hitters to ever play the game. We're talking about a guy with 3,000 hits. A Hall of Fame pedigree that doesn't come around too often. You better appreciate it while you have the chance to.
Standing in now, Cedric Mullins. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. 2nd inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. All set for the start of the inning, and here comes Junior.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Now the 2-1 pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw is in time for the 1st out of the 2nd.
Batting fifth.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Stepping in now, Jay Buhner. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Buhner is retired, 2 down now. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Trey Mancini. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Freddie Galvis. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
To the plate now, Brian Roberts. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Galvis, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Orioles leave 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ty France. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the 3rd. 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Couldn't have been much closer at first, and as show track will demonstrate for us, it took a throw of over 90 miles an hour just to beat the hustling runner. Really an amazing show of arm strength on that play. At the plate now, Tom Murphy. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 9,
the second baseman, Dylan Moore.
Next to dig in, Dylan Moore, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're down 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Nick Markakis.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
And that misses. 2-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Into the box now, Eddie Murray. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as the O's have extended their lead now 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
So now to the plate, Cal Ripken. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
At the plate, Brooks Robinson. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Looking up is the left fielder. Still ranging back.
Adios, pelota.
So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Into the box, Cedric Mullins. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home. His fastball taken high for a ball.
One thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly, this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the power-hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. over to the bag.
No, he's dead.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 3 runs already home here. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
Nope.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Rafael Montero is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. In now for the O's, Freddie Galvis. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 2nd home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's 3, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina. And it's fouled away. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Brian Roberts. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Orioles 8 and the Mariners nothing. All set for the start of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jake Fraley. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. 3-2 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fraley aboard here at first with nobody out. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Into the box now, Edgar Martinez. Shoots this one over to first. To second for 1. To Murray, and that finishes the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So now to the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. Still 8-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Nick Markakis. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he fouls this one off. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Junior will wait for this one. 2 gone.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken, 0 for 2 for him to this point. 2 out, nobody on. up the middle and in for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Standing in now, Brooks Robinson. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Moore is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate is Jay Buhner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count, 3-2.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jay Buhner goes down for the first out in the 5th inning.
Mitch Haniger.
Into the box, Mitch Haniger. Swung on and grounded out to Cal at short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Ty France.
Next for Seattle, Ty France grounded out in his last at-bat. And it'll remain 1-2 as this is fouled back right off the catcher's mask that time, as he may need a second to clear the cobwebs here.
Nope,
that misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Count remains full. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next it'll be the outfielder, Cedric Mullins. The 1-1 home. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Junior's in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Up next, Trey Mancini. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford gloves it. And quickly, there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Freddie Galvis.
Ready now for Baltimore, Freddie Galvis. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
And that home run he hit his last time up, he isn't going to forget about any time soon. He absolutely destroyed a fastball.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
At the plate, Yadier Molina. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taken.
Galvis at second with 2 down. Fouled away. The 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third, and it's too late as he's in there.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring. An infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Orioles leave 1 as the lead holds at 8-0. Stepping in once again is Tom Murphy. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Dylan Moore.
Now into the box, Dylan Moore flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 1-1. Fouled off. Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mancini is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Left fielder, Jake Fraley.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jake Fraley. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1 home. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. Still 8-0. 6th inning now, and that means Brian Roberts will dig in now.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year as they push this lead up to 9 now. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, Dero. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Now batting, first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Now to the plate, Eddie Murray. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. Easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Cal Ripken, singled last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The 2-1 on its way. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Popped him up. Murphy over to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 5, Brooks Robinson.
And now Brooks Robinson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. In the air out toward right field. Buhner will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's the Orioles 9 and the Mariners nothing. Into the box, J.P. Crawford. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. So only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Stepping in now, Edgar Martinez. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Ready with another 2-2. Slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Ken Griffey Jr. will be next. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
One away for Seattle now in inning number 7, and here comes Junior. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2.
And it's fouled away. Crawford, base runner at first with 1 out. Mariners center fielder now with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Next, here is Jay Buhner. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The 2-1 misses above the zone for a ball. Popped him up. Roberts has room in foul territory, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 1 left for Seattle. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Cannon Middleton comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
99, Cannon Middleton.
Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder, Cedric Mullins. Here's the 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Trey Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Big swing by Mancini now, and this is carrying well to left. Left fielder looking up. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as they just continue to pour it on here. Guys, you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Matty, this is crazy. Dan, what does the pitching coach say at this point?
Right now, the only thing he can say is pick up that bullpen phone and look for reinforcements, because this has gotten really ugly, and this is a nightmare for a pitching coach.
Oh, he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A full count to the Orioles' designated hitter.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Yadi Molina digging in now.
Yadi Molina.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Griffey Jr. is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 10-zip. Mitch Haniger the next to bat. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Fastball well outside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. So here now is Ty France. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Mullins is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Tom Murphy.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate. Good command of the off-speed pitches. Very little traffic.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Mariners are down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Brian Roberts.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Murphy. And he makes the throw to first. Roberts is retired, and there's 1 away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. Line toward the alley in left center. On his junior, but this is a base hit.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Eddie Murray.
So now to the plate, Eddie Murray. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
The 1-2.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Markakis, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Next up is Cal Ripken, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Two and 2 count. Here it comes.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Number 84 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 84.
Brooks Brooks Robinson will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Here comes the 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Cedric Mullins. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
At the plate now, Trey Mancini. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Fraley gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. More from Baltimore after this. Hunter Harvey comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
56, Hunter.
Now to back, Dylan Moore starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
At the plate, Jake Fraley.
Ball 3.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
3-1.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 3-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Right to him. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So next to hit is J.P. Crawford. Last time through was a base hit. And now this crowd of 27,000 plus rise to their feet. Fouled away. Last chance for the Mariners. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, the die was cast in the 3rd inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. Baltimore hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Keegan Aiken earns his first win of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Logan Gilbert was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Tratado de quitarnos la col-